Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Love them or hate them, we can't deny the incredible success that Ineos Grenadiers have achieved since the team's inception in 2010 when it was called Team Sky. We also did a video about 7 riders that disappeared after joining the British outfit, and maybe yes, some of you in the comments are correct that I should have put Edvald Boasson-Hagen in there rather than Wout Poels. But nevertheless, today we're going to look at the flip side, 7 riders who improved after leaving Ineos/Sky. First up, we have the now retired Simon Gerrans, who was part of the initial Sky team that launched back in 2010 and came from the fellow test team. But in his first season with Sky, it wasn't a successful one as he wasn't able to take a win. In his second year with the team, he managed to finish 3rd in Amstel Gold, and he also won the Tour of Denmark after a strong performance on the Queen stage and finishing 5th on the time trial stage as well. In 2012, Simon Gerrans left Sky and changed to another new team launch, this time the first Australian top-tier team, which was Orica Green Edge. Simon Gerrans didn't take long to get success with Orica as he won the national road race and he also took the Santos Tour Down Under that year as well. Furthermore, Gerrans went on to outsprint Cancellara and Nibali to win Milano-San Remo and also the GB Quebec Classic later on. On top of that, since Gerrans left Sky, he also won Liège-Bastogne-Liège in 2014, the Tour Down Under 2 more times in 2014 and 2016 respectively, plus even a Tour de France stage in 2013 as well. Next on the list, we have another Australian who also was part of that launching Sky team, and that was of course Matt Hayman, who joined from Rabobank Pro Cycling. And the season before joining Sky, he actually managed to finish 4th in Ghent-Wevelgem in the 2019 season. Matt Hayman's best result in his 2010 season with Sky was a 5th place in the Dwarfstor of Vlaanderen, and he also managed to participate in a full classics campaign as well in a support role primarily. In the 2011 season, Matt Hayman managed to win his 3rd career win in the Paris-Bourges Classic in a sprint in front of countryman Baden Cook. Moreover, that year he also finished 10th in Paris-Roubaix, a result he later improved on in the 2012 edition where he finished 8th. But of course, Matt Hayman's biggest success in Paris-Roubaix came after he moved to Orica Green Edge in 2014, and then 2 seasons later in the 2016 season he managed to win Paris-Roubaix in front of Tom Boonen after 14 attempts at taking the Cobblestone Trophy. Next on our list is not an Australian nor a rider who joined the initial Team Sky. It was in fact a rider who joined in 2011, a British talent that was coming from Trek Livestrong and was a TT specialist, and that was of course Alex Dowsett. Alex Dowsett was with Sky for 2 seasons and he managed to win the British national time trial title in his first year, and he also won the final stage of the Tour of Britain, which was incidentally a time trial stage in London. His last year was not as successful, but he still managed to win the national time trial title, of course. For the 2013 season, Dowsett moved to Movistar, and Dowsett was quick to make his Grand Tour debut with the Spanish team. Unfortunately for Dowsett and Movistar, they finished 2nd behind a roaring Team Sky on the team time trial stage, but Dowsett got his revenge on the 8th stage of that year's Giro d'Italia, which was a 54.8 kilometer rolling time trial with an uphill finish. Dowsett managed to beat the defending Tour de France champion, that was Bradley Wiggins, to a very impressive stage win, and this was an absolutely incredible result for the young Brit at the time. Following Dowsett's departure from Team Sky, he also managed to briefly hold the hour record. He also won another Giro d'Italia stage in 2020 with Israel Stardom Nation, and subsequently he added 4 more British time trial titles to his palmarès, along with a 5th place finish at the World Championships in Yorkshire, and he also won the Bayern Rundfahrt in 2015. I promise this list isn't just about Australian, but 3rd on our list is Richie Porte, and he joined Sky Pro Cycling in 2012 and had a successful stint with the team before leaving in 2016 to ride more for his own chances at BMC. Richie Porte managed to win Paris-Nice twice at Sky in 2013 and 2015, along with the Vuelta a Catalunya as well, but he didn't fare that well in the Grand Tours, as here he was primarily working in a support role and was a loyal lieutenant for Chris Froome as well. The one time Richie Porte did get his opportunity in the Tour de France for Team Sky was in 2014 when Chris Froome crashed out on the cobblestone stage, but the Australian was not able to take his chances. However, Richie Porte did manage to do well in his first ever Tour de France after leaving Sky, where he managed to finish 5th in the 2016 Tour de France edition. But Richie Porte has always been plagued with bad luck in Grand Tours, and in the 2017 edition he had a very bad crash on a descent. Furthermore, after leaving Sky, Richie Porte also managed to win his home tour, the Tour Down Under, in 2017 and 20, and he also won the Tour de Romandie in 2017 and as well as the Tour de Suisse in 2018. The cherry on top of this cake came last year in the 2020 season, riding for Trek Segafredo, where Richie Porte finally broke into the Tour de France podium, finishing 3rd behind the two Slovenian superstars of Primož Roglic and of course the eventual winner Tadej Pogačar. Porte has since rejoined the British outfit, now known as Ineos Grenadiers, and has already managed to finish 2nd in the Vuelta a Catalunya. Next on our list is Elia Viviani, who has been one of the best sprinters of the world and also very successful on the track as well. He joined Sky from Canada in 2015 season. In Viviani's first season with Sky, he managed to win 9 races, and the first win came on the 2nd stage of the Dubai Tour, and he even won a Giro d'Italia stage. Viviani's 2nd season was less successful, only taking 2 stage wins, and in his last year with the British outfit, he won a number of small races but did not get selected for any Grand Tours. Consequently, Viviani moved to Quick-Step for 2 seasons, and here he managed to win 19 races in his first season and 11 wins in his 2nd season. The highlights of Viviani's time at Quick-Step was winning 4 stages in the 2018 Giro d'Italia and a Tour de France stage as well, plus becoming the Italian road race champion, and on top of that he even won the European road race in 2018 with the Italian national team. But after leaving Quick-Step, it was not as good for Viviani, and of course that's why he's made another appearance in a different video we made. Next on our list is our first South American, and that is Rigo Bertoran, who joined Team Sky in 2011 from Castapana and remained with Sky for 3 seasons before joining Quick-Step, and then he went on to what is now EF Education. With Sky, Uran managed to win a Giro d'Italia stage in 2013 and also finished 2nd overall after Wiggins, the leader, pulled out. After leaving Sky, Uran managed to again finish 2nd in the Giro d'Italia the following year to countryman Nairo Quintana, and he also won the time trial stage on stage 12 as well, and he even held the Maglia Rosa for 4 stages. Uran also finished 2nd in the 2017 Tour de France and won a stage as well that year. Also in 2017, Uran managed to win the classic Milano-Torino. Now we come to our final rider, who we've also interviewed on the channel, and that is of course Steve Cummings, who was part of the original Team Sky as well, who joined from Barlow World, and he left Sky for the 2012 season in favour of BMC. Steve Cummings' best results in Sky was probably his 2nd place finish in the Tour of Britain and also a 4th place in the Tour of Beijing. Since leaving Sky, Steve Cummings managed to take his win tally from 2 to 17 race wins, winning several stages in World Tour stage races in 2016, such as the 4th stage of Tirreno Adriatico, the 4th stage of the Tour of the Basque Country in 2015, and the 7th stage of the Criterium du Dauphiné as well in 2016. Steve Cummings really did benefit from leaving Sky, and he said so himself in our interview. That's it for this list. Make sure to let me know down in the comments what you think of this list and if there's any riders that I've missed out on. And if you haven't already, make sure to check out our previous videos of 7 riders that disappeared after joining Team Sky. And as always, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel to make sure you not miss out on any of our videos. And as always, thank you for watching and have a nice day. You'll always be my night sky.